Is that recording? Okay, a little cautionary video. This is my new Trek 8.4 DS that I've just bought from All Terrain Cycles in Saltaire. And it comes with a thing, I think I might put a still picture of it. Inside the chainstay here, there's a kind of socket, and it's marked to say it will take DS compatible transmitters. Well, there are a couple I found online, but rather than order it online, I thought let's go to the cycle shop and make sure I'm getting the right thing, because I wasn't sure it would be compatible with this phone that I'm recording on, which is a Samsung 3 S3 Neo, because I didn't want to have to buy a computer head as well. The information online where they're selling these things is not very clear. Bontrager, or whatever they call themselves, and Trek are basically the same company, so we can't blame one and not the other. And so in the shop we looked at the two models that were in Evans Cycles. So I cycled from Bradford to Leeds, not far, distance of 12 miles or so, to go to the shop. But I don't just want to cycle over there every time. To make sure I got the right thing, this is not right. They had two in the shop. I don't think either of them would fit this, because somewhere buried on the Trek America site is a note. Now, I've been looking at the Trek bike for a little while, this one. When I say that, I've been browsing the site, I've been looking at its specifications, I've been deciding whether to get the 8.3, 8.4, 8.5, so I've been looking very, very carefully at all the information about the forks, the gears, etc, etc. There's almost a throwaway line about the DS. I've had to tear the label off the back of this, and there were two completely different models, not clear from the information online, which they've just taken from the Trek people themselves, about whether the models both feature cadence, because one's £30, one's £28. And when you read it, you see transmit speed and cadence to all ANT Plus and Bluetooth smart compatible devices. Because my real concern was whether it would work with my device, not the concern I have now, which is whether it mechanically will fit into that part of the frame. And now what I've read on the website, eventually, when I pulled it out of its box, got home, having cycled lots and lots and lots to go and pick it up, taken the trouble to go into the shop and talk to the experts in the shop so that I didn't make the mistake. Find it. So it's a cautionary tale. Beware. There's a Duotrap digital sensor. There's something called the Duotrap S. And eventually you find out that the two, in theory, are not compatible. I don't know about in practice, and so I am not going to try and fit that. I'm going to go and try and get my money back. Now I'm going to be put to a lot of trouble, because as far as I can see, the shop are not advertising a Duotrap S. Both of them, completely different models, are Duotrap sensors, and different prices, absolutely same spec as far as I can see in the end. So there we go. What a problem. And it's a problem of information, basically when you get the bike, and also when you go to buy the actual sensor itself. Nothing on the sensor tells you about its compatibility. Nothing on the sensor packaging tells you use the Duotrap for this and use the Duotrap S, because it's completely different for something else. And so a total failure of information in terms of even providing you with the right information on the various sellers' sites, and all they do is copy the information from the manufacturer, because it's the same information on every seller's site. What a performance. I'm glad I didn't order it online to some extent, but now I've got a performance of having to trail somewhere to take it back and talk to people, and that's a pain in the neck. Okay, I'll post this on YouTube, and hopefully other people getting trek bikes might be forewarned to be very, very careful about which sensor they get.